Today I'm going to share my incredible journey and the steps I took to achieve my millionaire status in high school. So for anybody that doesn't know who I am, my name is Nour and I started my trading journey 8 years ago. I became a millionaire 7 years ago in high school. So the biggest question remains, how did I do it? So since I was young, I've always been interested in making money online. Obviously, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I used to watch vloggers on YouTube. I used to just read on Google. I used to Google things like, how do I make $1 million? Until one day, an opportunity came over. One of my friend's brother worked on Wall Street. He got all of us an internship in the summer of 2016. To say the least, that changed the whole trajectory of my life forever. While being on Wall Street that summer didn't exactly teach me how to trade, it started the foundation to who I am today. While their lifestyle didn't necessarily attract me, the way they were able to live on their own terms did. This opened my eyes to what is really possible and achievable. Coming from immigrant parents, going to college and getting a safe job was always my parents' plan for me. But after that summer, my mentality on what life could be changed completely. I started to dive deeper into the rabbit hole we know as trading. And let me be the first to tell you, it wasn't easy. But we all know great things take time. At that time, there were really no online sources for help, even on YouTube. Finding mentors to help was impossible, and there definitely weren't any chats to join at the time. I ran into so many obstacles and challenges trying to learn on my own. At one point, I ended up getting stuck in Netflix for 3 months with all the money I had to my name, $250,000. That wasn't only a scary feeling, but in all honesty, I thought this was the end for me. I started thinking of what I was going to do if this didn't work out and I lost it all. But just like any challenge in life, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. After 3 months, Netflix finally came back and made new highs. I quickly got out to get all my money back and then some. I did not care if it went higher at the time, I was just happy to be back. As the weeks went on, Netflix continued to climb higher, and I missed out on what could have been my biggest trade at the time. And since the online space of trading was very scarce, everything was like rocket science at the beginning, especially options, which took me 6 months just to learn the basics of. As I was trading shares, I was actively learning options and everything behind it like Greeks. After I learned how options moved, I accelerated my profits to a whole new level. I quickly realized how many people were trying to trade but had no education. I decided to take advantage of that opportunity to open StockHours, which quickly blew up over the course of 3 months. At the time, the only way I was marketing myself was just by making as much educational videos as possible, and people were loving it. However, creating a business in high school was a whole other challenge with trading. Looking back now, it might have been too much on my plate at the time. But with persistence and constant work, I continued to grow as a trader as well as a business owner. A lot of teachers started realizing what I was doing, and some, two to be exact, even believed in me so much that they left me to be on my phone in class to pursue my dream. It was such a great feeling to be able to make money and help others. I didn't realize how big StockHours had grown until students would be talking in the chat, completely ecstatic for the day before I would even wake up. Throughout this time, I had grew key habits as a person, discipline being the biggest one, as well as certain principles that I noticed kids my age didn't have. One of the biggest lessons I learned is failure isn't really failure. Every time I failed, I learned something I didn't know before. This allowed me to accumulate experience through trial and error. The best way to learn something is to do it yourself. That's why the first thing you see on a job requirement is hands-on experience. That's something you cannot take from a person. Experience just translates into many mistakes you learned over a period of time. As you can see, the road to success is never a straight path up, and you will always run into obstacles even during the best moments of your journey. I want you all to start believing in yourself like I did. Don't focus on the outcome, instead fall in love with the process. I want to say thank you for being a part of my process and progress. Remember, I love y'all, and I can't wait to see where you're at in a year from now.